Hello. All righty. We are going to do a demonstration today. All righty. This is our activity. In today's class, we are going to do a special task. And our task is to write a program that prompts the user for a list of integers, sorts the list in ascending order, and then calculates the average of the first and last elements in the sorted list. So, what are integers? They are numbers. Very good. What does ascending mean? So, going from the smallest to the largest or the largest to the smallest? It is. Ascending is going from the smallest to the largest. Very good. Okay. And then we're going to calculate the average of the first and last elements in the sorted list. Okay. So after we sort them, we're going to take the first number and the last number, and we are going to average them. Okay. So if you're just taking the first and last number and you're averaging them, what are you going to divide by? Yeah, 2. So it won't matter how many numbers are in our list. We're going to add those two numbers together and divide by 2. So we are going to work in Codio. And I've already set up a tab here for our live task. And we're going to make a list first. So what do we want to call our list? What are we supposed to be making a list of? Integers. Very good. Integers. If we make a list, how are we going to do that? Yep, we're going to use brackets. Oh, not those brackets, the square ones. And we are going to make a list of numbers. Now, it doesn't tell us how many numbers, but I don't want a super long list. This is just a demonstration to help you. So let's go with 6 numbers. 6 numbers. I'm going to count on or call on 6 of you. Yep. Any number. Let's go 1 and 20 just to keep it easy. Okay. First one. There you go. 5. Okay. Next. 15. 7. Yes. We should be putting a space in between them. Okay. Usually with the list, we want a comma and a space. So I'll fix that really quick. That's only 3. We need 3 more. Who else has a number? 10. Very good. I'm glad we didn't just magically put these into ascending order already. That's 4. We need 2 more. 3. I like it. It's the last one. 17. All right. Okay. When you are making a list, you are going to make this list with a variable so you can reference it later. So how do we make the word integers and this list into a variable that is connected to something? Yep. We need to put our equal sign in there. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. Okay, so we have our list there. Okay, now we need to sort our list. So we are going to call on what our list name is. It's integers. Okay, and then to give it a task, we're going to put a period, and then we're going to tell it to sort. And we're going to give it parentheses. That automatically says that it's going to do ascending order. That's the default. That's what you would most commonly use. And the coders who helped come up with these languages were very, very logical individuals. Okay. So when we put dot sort and then the parentheses, the default is going to be ascending. Okay. Now, if we're going to take 2 numbers out of the list, we need to define what those numbers are. So I'm going to come up with your variables for this, okay? So we're going to do first number, and that is going to be integers, because that's our list name. And then we're going to give it 0. And then we're going to do last, oh, if I could spell, and integers. Now, there's a couple of things we could do in our boxes. How many numbers do we have in our list? 6. Very good. So we could put 6 there, right? Yeah, I'm playing a trick on you. You do not want to put 6. The very first one was a 0. Why is the first one a 0? Let's think about when we were making lists and sorting lists from before. Correct. The list starts with a 0. The list starts with a 0. So if our list starts with 0 and we have 6 items, it's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we could put a 5 in there. But what if we want to go back to this list and we want to do the list again? And this time we put 8 numbers in there. Yeah, then we're going to have to go back. We'll have to go back. We'll have to change that. If you're writing really large chunks of code, you don't necessarily want to do that, right? You don't have to go back. You don't have to remember every single little bitty time where you have to change every single teeny tiny thing if there's a way to prevent that. Great. Okay. So if we know that our list starts with a 0 and it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we're just doing a straight number list and we want this to loop back around to the end, what actually comes before 0? If we do a number line. Yeah, less than 0. Yeah, a -1. Very good, a -1. A+ for you. Tell your math teacher. The -1. It's just a recall to whatever comes before the 0. Sorry, there's a fly in here. Whatever comes before the 0. Very good. Okay, so before the 0. Now we have to do our math. Our math. Okay. What is our math? Very good. First number plus last number divided by, what's the divide sign? Look at our chart. We have Boolean operators in a chart on the wall. Yep, the slashes divide. And we're dividing by how many? Not 6. We're not dividing all of them. We're only dividing the first and the last. 2. Very good. Very good. Make sure your spaces are in between. Very good. We should probably name this something, right? Because if we want to have like a print statement at the end that tells us what these things are, we should probably be able to recall that. Very good. Okay, what are we going to call it? I don't like long names. I don't like long names. We're going to call it average. Okay. Do you think we should have some parentheses in here? Yeah, think about PEMDAS. PEMDAS, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents. Yeah. Even though this is in order, if you get it more complicated, it might not be. All right, now we want our print statement at the end. Print, okay. We're going to call back to the average, so we need to put our F in there. Right. What are we going to say? What do you want to say? Average of first and last integer is, very good. Oh, I did it wrong again. There we go. And then we're going to call back to average, AVG. Very good. Our little swirly brackets there, and our colon. Oh, we don't have to have a colon, is it? Because we're putting the number in there instead of putting the actual numbers, like, you know, somebody typing them in. Okay, let's check our syntaxes. Do we have spaces? Sorry, this pesky fly. Very good. Should we do any notations? Yeah, should we do a little note at the beginning? Okay. So what are we going to say? To find first and last average in a list of integers. Okay, that sounds fine to me. Okay, let's run it and see. We're going to click the run button here. We're going to see if we run. Holy cow, we do. We run, and it says that the average of the first and last is 10. So if we click on live task here, do we want to do the math on our own? Yeah, I can use my calculator. Okay, what's the first number? 3. Okay. 3 plus 17 equals 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. If we look at our run, it is correct. Do we want to try it again? Yeah? Okay. Let's change our integers really quick. Let's just, oh, we don't really want to double things, right? Okay, so let's move the 5 to a 4 and the 15 to a 16. And then we'll move the 7 to a 6 and the 10 to an 11. Oh, that won't really work either, will it? We'll move the 3 to a 5 and we'll put the 17. We'll do that one as 20. Okay. Do you want to try? You want to try? Let's put the integer as 5. Okay, let's put the integer as 5. See if it works. Okay, we'll click run. It's 12 this time. It's 12. Let's see, did it work? 4 plus 20 is 24 divided by 2 is 12. Very good. Let's put the -1 back in there and see if we get the same one. See if we get the same one. Holy cow, we did. Wonderful. Okay, we have completed our task. That is all for the day.